Hey, second graders, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope that you enjoyed this beautiful sunny day. I know that I am. That's why I decided to sit out here and teach you guys your new lesson. Go ahead and open up your math books to page 573. This lesson is called Analyze Line Plots. Now, I'm just warning you that there's some crazy dogs out there that are going a little crazy. So hopefully they won't be too distracting while I try to do this. Okay, so analyze line plots. Here we go. So the directions at the bottom say, ask 10 people how many times they eat dessert each week. Use the data to make a line plot. Answer the question. Okay, now if you were gonna ask me how many times I eat dessert in a week, it would exceed 10. That means it'd be more than 10. Because I am a sweet tooth girl, you know. I eat a dessert after every meal, after breakfast, after lunch, and after dinner, and then sometimes even like as a midnight snack. But you know, I'm not saying that's good for you or that's healthy, but if I'm being real, that's what I do. Okay, but not all people are like me. So you obviously can't ask 10 people, so I am going to tell you. How many times a week do most people eat dessert? So out of 10 people, 5 people eat dessert 4 times a day. So go ahead and write your 5 X's going vertical or up on top of the 4. I think that's pretty reasonable. You know, there's 7 days in a week, and 4 of those days, you know, that's not bad. And then one person doesn't eat dessert, which, you know, I think we need to get them some help. I think there's something wrong with them. You know, they might be a little sad or something. I don't know. And then let's see here. 2 people eat dessert 2 times a week. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 people eat dessert 7 times a week. Those are my kind of people right there. Yeah. So the question asks, how many times a week do most people eat dessert? So most people eat dessert. You got it. 4 times a week. So let's just write 4. Actually, let's write 4 times. 4 times. Okay, go ahead and turn the page. See and show. So I'm going to start reading up here. Go ahead and read it with me. You can use data from a line plot to answer questions. So this line plot shows the number of students in each class at the school. And so here they have the number of students that are in each class at the school. It's kind of similar, right? We see that most of the X's are at 20, 21, and 22. Hey, what do you know? We had 22 kids in our class too. So how many students are in most of the classes? And so we're going to look for the most X's that are stacked up vertically. The one that has the most is going to be our most. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So here we can see that 20 had 1, 2, 3. 21 had 1, 2, 3, 4. And 22 had 1. So which one is more? Or had more? 21 with 4. And so go ahead and just copy that 21 that they have there. Okay, so now we're going to use the data from the line plot to answer the questions. And so we're looking at this line plot right here, number of hats. Hi. Okay, so we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then here we can already just kind of see what we're, dealing with here. And so the first question says, how many students have 2 hats? So we're going to go over to the 2 and we're going to count the X's that are lined up vertically to see how many students have 2 hats. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 students have 2 hats. 6. Okay, so just go ahead and write your 6 down. Now number 2 says, how many students have just 1 hat? So here we go to 1 and we're going to go ahead and count those X's. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 students. Okay. Now, number 3 says, how many students have 3 hats? So we're going to go over to the 3 and count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 students have 3 hats. You can never have too many hats. You know, you need like your Giants hat or your 49ers hat. If you have a Raiders hat, that just goes in the fire pit and you burn it, right? I know you're shaking your head, Justin. I can see you. Okay, number 4. How many students have more than 2 hats? How many students have more than 2 hats? And so here, they don't want to know how many have 2 hats or how many have 1 hat or how many have 0 hats. They want to know how many students have more than 2 hats. So that would include, 3 hats because that's more than 2, 4 hats because that's more than 2, and 5 hats because that's more than 2. So we got to count all those puppies up together. Okay, here we go. So more than 2. So that means we have to start at 3, right? Not 2, because it has to be more than 2. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 students have more than 2 hats. Okay. So if you guys need to rewatch some of this, go ahead and rewind it. If not, if you're ready, go ahead and complete the On My Own on page 575, 576. This is the last lesson of this chapter. So you guys will be working on some review this week. And I can't wait to see you guys soon, hopefully on Zoom. I miss you guys. I hope that you're enjoying this beautiful weather today, Sunday. Hopefully it's like this tomorrow too. But we'll, whatever. We'll make it work. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon.